Hey guys, Dr. Ben Galliard here, author of the book Rebuild Your Brain, Stop the Damage, Start the Repair, and I run the Functional Medicine Center of Fort Collins here. Today I want to talk about the adrenals. A lot of people have heard of the adrenals. They've heard of cortisol. Everybody's heard of stress, right? We live in America, everybody's got stress. They've got jobs, mortgages, kids, all types of different things. But the adrenal glands get talked about a whole lot in the functional medicine, alternative medicine world, but they're kind of confusing and what really affects the adrenals. And one of the things that we look at with the adrenals is the basic physiology and anatomy is the first thing to understand. So adrenal means that the adrenal gland sits on top of the kidney, which is back through our back through there, and they're a very small gland, but they do lots of good things in the body. They kick out hormones such as cortisol, DHEA, basically giving our adrenaline to the body to keep us going, but also to maintain homeostasis. Homeostasis means we're not getting things up too high or down too low. So a lot of people come in and they've been taking adrenal supplements for years, they've been working on their adrenals, but not getting that success that they want because, again, they haven't gotten to the underlying why. And that's the functional medicine approach, is why is the body having this issue that they're having? And we want to get to that reason for that adrenal fatigue or that adrenal stress, not just try to give them a supplement, a herb, something along those lines to build it up. We go through supplements every day, and yet I go through very few adrenal supplements where most alternative medicine practices are going to give a lot of adrenal supplements out because, again, they're not addressing that underlying why. And I always talk about the top two reasons why we still have adrenal fatigue, even though someone's been taking their herbs, taking their supplements, doing all types of things, and it's not because we lost our job, it's not because our dog ran away, it's not because we've got kids that sneak out of the house at night or whatever it is. Everybody's got stressors, everybody's got stuff going on, and yet someone could have the exact same stressors as you and have way more adrenal issues or less adrenal issues. Somebody could be living on the beach in Hawaii and just walking in the sand every day, and yet they could still have fatigued adrenals because of the underlying why. So two of those main things that we look for, one is blood sugar. Blood sugar highs and lows are both going to affect that blood sugar, especially the lows. The lows are going to be those times when the adrenals are stimulated to tell the liver to kick out glucose into the bloodstream. So blood sugar goes down and we're like, oh geez, I'm getting hangry. Everybody's heard that word, where you get lightheaded, spacey, cranky, dizzy, all types of different things can happen. And so as we kick up that glucose out of the liver, the adrenals are stimulated to do that. So every time that yo-yo happens, and a lot of patients that we see are having this yo-yo, that the adrenals are stressed and stimulated to basically kick out adrenaline. And so that we see this very common with patients that are having anxiety as well. So that blood sugar crashes down, that anxiety kicks up because you've got adrenaline flowing through your body. So that's a big part of it, is keeping that blood sugar stabilized. And over the last few years, we've gone through literally over 1,000 blood sugar monitors with patients and seen some phenomenal changes just by learning about what foods, when to eat, how to eat, and what's going to stabilize that blood sugar. So number two is one of the brainwave patterns that we look at when we do a brain map. Almost every single patient we work with, we're not only working on that metabolic side, but we're working on the neurological side. And everybody kind of has an idea of what to eat, what not to eat, all these things, and yet why have so many people failed on that food side of things? Well, a lot of it has to do what's between our ears, and so we do a brain map, we look at that quantitative EEG, the electrical activity of what's going on in the brain, and we figure out what is up too high and what's down too low. Very commonly, we see the relaxed or meditative wave in an excess electrical activity state. And what that does is that's going to create this fight or flight response. It's going to put us into this constantly go, go, go. So whether you're sitting around the campfire looking at stars, you're still going to be mulling over the day and life and all these different things. And so that's going to continually stimulate those adrenals to be in that fight or flight. And get this, you can't be fight or flight and resting and digesting, the two different parts of the autonomic nervous system. So a lot of people are in this fight or flight, so that means that they can't digest. Almost every patient comes in with some type of digestion issues. So we've got to calm that brain down. These are the top 2 reasons why people still have adrenal issues. Yes, we may need to do some support to rebuild it back up, but that is not the overall fix just to give somebody a supplement. Remember, they call them supplements. They supplement what we're doing. They are not the be-all and end-all. No one is going to heal their adrenals just by taking a supplement. So if you have any questions, comments, anything about adrenals, adrenal fatigue, anything like that, go ahead and leave a note in the bottom of this message. Share with friends or family that are having fatigue, fibromyalgia, chronic muscle pain, just fatigue, can't get out of bed every day. Have them drop us a line. We'd love to talk to them about what they can do to rebuild their body. Have a great day.